So we are NewtonTech, and we're introducing our product Newton AR.
So at first, when we were doing our customer interviews for these products, we met Joseph. Joseph is a student at Arizona State University, and he was in a class on electric circuitry. Every day that when he went to class, he would be confused, he'd be frustrated. Whenever he asked the TAs for help, they would draw out some models on the whiteboard and they make no sense at all. And overall, the models were terrible. He couldn't tell what the white wire was, what the red wire was, what the black wire was, what anything did in that class.
And so a lot of our interviews revealed that chemistry was the most difficult concept to conceive of students around here. And so that's why we're focusing on our product Newton AR to focus on chemistry.
So here's kind of an example proving our point. When you go into a chemistry class and the teacher who's been doing this for probably 20 or 30 years pulls up these diagrams, of course, these things make sense to him. But for somebody who's never seen these before, you come into class and you look at these diagrams, these make absolutely no sense. And the issue is that there is so much information on the internet that looks just like this. You can spend days and days looking for information on one specific topic. But the thing is, none of it's helpful. You don't understand any of it, and that's where we come in.
So a lot of this content you see here is you can find absolutely anywhere. And our goal with our product is to reorganize all the educational content to exactly what you need to learn the concepts, not Google Images pulling something from Chegg or from some university publication. So the tool for our product we're using is augmented reality, and it creates an interactive learning experience for the user that can allow them the unique learning process of manipulating 3D models, pop-up descriptions from that model, and equations integrated in with that model. And it allows them that creative learning experience that they wouldn't get from anything else out there.
So this is a 3D model in the Newton AR app, and the student will be able to touch it, spin it around, really look at it and get a feel for it, instead of it just being on, Google image search or just on a piece of paper. You can actually look around and see it through your phone. And there's also those touch points. So if a student's like, what is this? They can touch the point and it'll tell them what they're looking at. And then there's also, equations that can be built into it. And all of this stuff is relevant to exactly what the student is seeing. It's not just, a paragraph from a textbook. It's literally like you're looking at this, you can touch it, and then you can learn more about it.
Newton AR has three main competitors: Chegg, Course Hero, and Khan Academy. And in telling you about our competitors, I'm going to tell you about Tari. She's a student who at 10 p.m. realized she had an assignment due at midnight. So she went to our first competitor, Chegg. Chegg you have to pay for, so she could only find some answers online to her homework. So then she moved on to Course Hero. Same deal, goes to Course Hero, can only find some of the answers to her homework, but using those two interchangeably, she finishes her assignment, but never learned any of the content. After her assignment's over, she moves on to Khan Academy, our third competitor. Using Khan Academy, she just gets a reiteration of everything her professor had taught her in lecture, and it's more of memorization than content understanding. So, Tari and students alike need Newton AR because that's where they're going to get the content understanding and an interactive experience to promote the learning. And especially for our visual learners out there, Newton AR is going to come in handy because it really takes the models in our textbooks, and like Peter was saying, they're able to spin it and manipulate it and see every angle of it to get a better look at things, and not just on a flat plane. They can really understand it better visually.
So the gist of our business plan is that our app will serve more as a tool than a product for learning. So we're gonna address tutoring centers and tutoring organizations to use the product to help their students learn rather than just the student picking up the app and learning from it. So we're gonna go to the organization that's gonna be a business-to-business transaction directly with the tutoring organization. And this way, our app isn't the sole platform for knowledge. The tutor also mainly is the teacher here, but the app is more conducive to learning, and it helps the student learn. And this will also help greatly with our customer loyalty. So whereas a student picks up the app, learns the concept, deletes the app from their phone, the tutor keeps the app on their app store, and they continue to teach students the concepts that the product helps with.
For our roadmap, we had 3 points. First, we found a pain point in learning. That was through Joseph's Snapchat and Tori's story. Next, we had our customer interviews as we were continuing to do those, but so far we have 20 customer interviews to date. Next, we developed an MVP, and that was an interactive model, Newton AR. In terms of what lies ahead, we have 3 points. Our application creation and rollout, that'll be pushing out to tutoring organizations and developing our software. Next, expanding to multiple fields and subjects like physics, biology, computer science, math, mechanics, and so forth. And then lastly, introducing additional learning tools and technology.
So to make Newton AR a reality, we're asking for $1,000 to be used for software licensing, to utilize Apple's SDK for use on the iPhone and also Google's SDK for Android phones. And then we'll also need to market our product to these tutoring companies and students alike.
Hi, my name's Eric. I'm the hacker of the team. I study chemical engineering at ASU, and in the future, I want to become a professor, which is why I'm so interested in this project.
My name is Christian Rice. I'm a mechanical engineering student here at ASU. I'm the project manager of the group. I've actually had a previous experience in augmented reality with a mentor at USC who is doing this exact same stuff.
My name's Jessie. I am a business entrepreneurship and marketing student at ASU, and I am the hustler of the group. And I just really am passionate about learning, and I have been a tutor in the past.
And I'm Peter. I am the hipster of the group. I'm also a business entrepreneurship major. I've always been passionate about education, learning, and all that. So that's why I'm interested in Newton AR.